it's your girl, Pink Pond Princess. I'm coming back with you with the second episode. I told you I was gonna land another one. I told you I was gonna put out another video. It might have took a while, but hey, I'm just not starting in this industry. I'm trying to see how to empower women to actually go fishing. It's fun to me, it's relaxing. This is actually my yoga. I will go to the lake every day if I could. But, you know, the subject today I wanted to talk about is how I organize my pink light tackle. And, you know, some may say, why organize your tackle? I want my tackle organized because if I'm catching multiple fish, I don't want to have to scramble through my bag, digging for weights, digging for my lines. I'm looking for my pliers, I'm looking for my corks, and where's everything? If you have it organized, that will save you a lot of time and you can catch way more fish. Alright, so in my first box, this is what I call my terminal box. As you see, I have the assorted amount of weights. As you see, I have corks. I like to have my snap swivels. The snap swivels are actually a great thing to have because I do everything quick. So if I have this, I can change my lures quick, I can put on my hooks quick, and I don't have to worry about continuing to retie and cut my line and stuff like this. This is a must to have when you're actually fishing. Alright, this is my second smaller storage box I like to use for my crappie fishing. As you see, I have the assorted amount of different colored grubs here. And you see, I like to stay organized and I like for things to be quick and easy. Because if those crappies are biting, I could easily, you know, get hung up on the stump or a tree limb. You want to already have these already pre-hooked so you can go ahead and tie them on the line real quick because you can miss 5 to 6 fish if you don't already have these pre-hooked. So go ahead and put you a couple of them on your jig head so it'll save you time. This is my big boy bass box here, y'all. You see all the different assorted amounts of lures. I have my soft lures, I have my hard lures. This lure right here, y'all, I had a big one hooked. You just don't know. This is what you call the top water spinner. You would definitely hook some big ones up. Look how big this hook is. I love it. You gotta be careful though when you take it out the box because you would definitely hook yourself when it comes to, you know, taking it out of the box. So they actually come with like little plastic sleeves that you can put over the hook so you won't hook yourself, but I just put it in there like this. Alright, and the next lure that I like to use a lot, especially later in the evening, around like 5 and 6, the bass like to attack this little swim bait right here. You see how it moves like that? That little fish be moving in the water, and next thing you know, the bass attacking. And your line is going down, your reel, everything. So you better be ready when you put this in the water. This is not one of my second favorite lures to use when it's later in the evening. Alright, and then my third one I like to use is a frog. Depending on the type of lake that I go to, I'll use a toad. This is actually a toad, I'm sorry. And you know, you want to find an area that's kind of grassy and not too deep, but you know, kind of still water so the bass can actually see it in the water. I caught a couple big ones on this one, y'all. Toad. And guys, just to let you know, a couple of these lures in the box, especially this rattle trap right here, I done threw him off several times. But I had a different color. I had 2 different colors, but I like this orange color. It was kind of cute, so I wanted to go ahead and purchase him. I actually purchased him this particular lure from Academy Sport, but you have to make sure you tie your knots perfect. Because if you don't, this lure will keep skipping across the water and your line coming back with nothing on it. So make sure you learn how to tie your knots. I'm actually doing a video with tying your knots, so stay tuned for that next video. Alright guys, so this is for my additional lures, and you know I like pink. Everything is pink. I wish every lure can be pink, but sometimes fish don't want that, or particularly bass don't want that. So these are my pink dinger worms that I use. I actually caught a couple of bass on these. I wish I had some footage to show you guys, but you will see it in future videos, I promise you. And I actually purchased these from a company called Rocky Bottom Bait. He customized these baits particularly for you, depending on the color you want, if you want glitter in them. But you know you're doing it's Pink Pond Princess, so this is what I wanted. So these are called beavers. First time fishing with these, so I can't wait to test these out. And the second one are flukes. So we'll test these out on the water, and I will definitely show y'all some footage and see how we do on that. And these are the additional lures that I like to use. Some artificial worms, which is the jelly worm. It's the watermelon flavor. You see how big this worm is? Just imagine the bass, how big the bass would be if I catch one on this. I haven't used it, I haven't even opened it. I actually went to the Bass Pro Shop and got these, so we'll see how these work for me too as well. And then I've tested out the fleck worm. It's a little blue glittery worm. It's pretty big too as well. So we'll see. I don't even know what to say on that. All right, these last couple of different baits that I like to have are the crappie bites, and then I like to have the artificial minnows as well. You can actually pair these together and use them on a jig if you don't feel like stopping by the bait shop. They work just as fine, I promise you. It's quick and easy. These actually smell like regular live minnows, and they actually look like them too. So you throw them on a jig and make them work. And then I also use these for my plastic worms. You just dip the tail in the salty garlic dip and glow scent. Works like magic. All right, and these are a few accessories that I actually like to bring when I'm out in the sun. I don't know how many times I've got burnt because I didn't bring sunscreen. Sunscreen is a must. I have to have it. So, just put it in a little side pocket. You don't have to have a big container. Just buy a little small, sunblock so you can keep in your storage bag. Also, if I'm bank fishing, I have to have that because I do not do bugs. I don't like any bugs on me. A lot of gnats, tend to be around banks and, ants or mosquitoes, you name it. So I keep this in my bag. I also have my UV sunglasses that I like to have. I get severe headaches if I don't have sunglasses on in the sun. And also these help with, the sun rays bouncing off the water. It'll protect you. You can actually see through the water. So if you try to look and see how deep the water is where you are, or if you're trying to look to see if any brim beds are along the bank, this will actually help you locate that. And this is also called a neck gator mask. I like to use, I'll put it around my neck to protect it from the sun when the sun is behind me. And you also can put it around your face as well. So if the sun is coming in at an angle, you can put it over your nose so it can protect the side of your cheeks as well. And then the last thing I like to have are gloves. I can't stand the feel of the fish, especially catfish, because they're so slimy. So these work real good. And then they're rubber gloves, so it protects you from getting stung or, stuck by one of the fins that the fish have. Perfect. I love them. They work like magic. So we're going to actually recap what we talked about earlier. What I like to bring in my pink light tackle box. The first storage box that we actually talked about was my terminal box. So we had the different size hooks. I had the different size weights. We had the swivels, the shroom heads, and the different corks. And my second storage box, what I like to keep or call, is my crappie box. I had the assorted amount of jig heads and my crappie grubs. In my third box, which is the big boy box, which also I call is the bass box, had my different hard baits and my soft lures in it. And we also went over the additional lures that we have, which was the pink fingers, the pumpkin seed coffee worm, I had the watermelon jelly worm, and the blue flake mighty worm.